Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This is Tony Pollard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Play action now, Prescott. And his first pass is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Elliott. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the... Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 34 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On play action, Rodgers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, it's Rodgers. Cobb goes laying out for that one, and he has it.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Packers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
Touchdown.
Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Rodgers will throw for it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Pollard. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught front, Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. We'll kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets them to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Rodgers now to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Caught by Cobb. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And again, it's Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 score.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 11-yard line.
Now Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Touchdown! Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein.